Sorry, I forgot to start YouTube. Hello, YouTube. We do have one more slot open on our plushie. That's not it. This is it. We still have one more slot open for plushie commissions, so people can come in and request a plushie from me. There's one more slot open. The first two slots have been filled by some very lovely people that I can't wait to show off to you guys. But there's one more slot left for this coming plushie list. And of course, we still have Jiggy's plushie to do. Ah, yes, this is the one. That's don't be fooled. Commission slot number 2 has been filled as well. There's only commission slot number 3 left. But we're not even made it to this list because we still need to finish up Jiggy's plushie. I really want to finish up Jiggy's plushie because he is haunting my mind. Hello, Rama. How are you doing? And that's it for the PayPal update. Fingers crossed that everything happens and I can come back to you guys with good news about what's going on. In the meanwhile, while I'm chatting with all you guys, you might notice I'm a little bit distracted. That's because I'm also sewing something off stream. It's not a plushie, it's an outfit that I need to sew for an event. And I can't show it to you, unfortunately, because I don't want to dox myself if you see someone wearing the same outfit out there. It's very specific, so it's unlikely you're gonna see anybody else wearing the same thing. But I can give you a little bit of a description about what it looks like. It's a fantasy outfit, and it is basically my take on the stars and the sunset. So it has all the colors of the stars at the very top, and as it gets lower and lower, it becomes a sunrise at the bottom. And I found this extremely beautiful orange fabric that I can't wait to use. But it's all satin. It's all satin fabric, which is a pain because satin is really slippery. Even if you don't sew, have you all ever touched not touched fabric? Have you ever touched fabric? Have you ever touched clothing in the slightest? Or do you just go around nude? Like the degenerates that you are in your heart. But no, satin is very slippery. So it slips and slides all over the place, and it's a little bit tricky to sew just because it wants to go everywhere instead of just doing the one thing that you want it to be. The processed grass. Actually, where does satin come from? Is it a plant? I don't know these things. Is satin a plant? Is it like cotton, where it's from the cotton plant and it's processed? Or is it I guess there are multiple ways you can get satin, right? Because there's synthetic satin and there's organic satin, both of which I don't know come from where. Where do baby satins come from, guys? I think it's just the feel of the material. So satin is not real. It's not real. It's like saying fur, right? If fur material just means it's furry, but you don't know where it comes from. Could be fake fur, could be real fur. If it's real fur, buy it secondhand. If it's fake fur, good on you for taking care of all the animals out there. But yeah, satin's just a concept. It's not real. It doesn't exist in the modern day. I'm sewing nothing right now. I'm just sewing an idea, which, to be fair, is what all sewing projects are. Comes from the furries. Shh, Mark. We don't admit that. We can't let people know that real fur comes from the furries. The furry community would be in an uproar, or maybe they'd be into it. You never know. And then the fur industry. Well, the rich folk wearing the skin carcasses of humans, of some of furry humans, is honestly not completely surprising. It's not that far off an ideal. Yeah, I'm sewing. I'm not sewing a furry suit. I don't think I could last in a furry suit because, you know, people can make fun of furries and fursuits and all of that. But honestly, how long would you last in a fursuit? How many minutes do you think you could make it wearing a giant fursuit and a giant furry head? They don't know that she got the money in the bed, so everyone's what? Everyone's happy. Furries are just defurring themselves so that they can make fur coats for other people. Um, for as many controversies as furries do have, and you know what, it's the same as any fandom, some good, some bad. You have to admire them. Their craftsmanship is amazing. The like fursuits can go for upwards of I haven't looked this up. Somebody look it up. Somebody taint your search history for me. Fursuits, they can go up to thousands of dollars, can't they? Especially the ones with the fancy things like articulation or moving eyes or paws, I think. How why did they got so much money? It's because people are willing to pay for quality, which is good. You know, it's good that the artists are getting paid for the quality. I can't imagine it's easy, right? Just thinking about it, you a whole fursuit you would have. Let's go through this together. How would we build a fursuit? You would have to make the structure of the head and the body because it's not body tight most of the time. It's a whole, how do you say it? It is, you know how ballroom dresses, they aren't actually held up by their own. There's a whole dress structure beneath. You have to do the same thing for a furry suit but all over. So you need a wire frame or maybe even something lighter because that would be too heavy. You need to build up the wireframe of the head, and then you need to cover the entire thing in presumably foam and shape it accordingly. So you need to sculpt it. You're basically sculpting a furry statue. And then you would have to, if it's mechanical, if there are mechanisms inside of it, like the tail would have to move. If you want the ears to move, if you want the paws to move, you would have to build all of that out. We have to screw in the nuts and bolts to make it work, and you have to test it. You have to readjust, and then only then you would put on the fur. And furries get creative, right? It's not just normal one colored fur. They have pastels and stripes and dots. You would have to get all of that in, and then you have to make sure it's somewhat comfortable so the person inside doesn't pass out. So you probably gotta put in ventilation or something. I mostly see furry with furry hands, feet, instead of a motorcycle helmet that has ears and a drawn face. That's probably easier for everyone to afford. I've gone to conventions, I've seen some people in furry suits. It's not as common over here, so you only see maybe one or two of them at a time. And you know what, it's really hot, so yeah, they usually don't wear the full body suit. But they suffer for their art. And I have nothing but the utmost respect for furries, as long as they're not the ones doing all the bad stuff. That is sometimes prevalent in the furry community, unfortunately. Have you guys seen a furry besides Mark? Have you guys seen your local furries? What do they look like? Were they impressive? Were they very tall? Were you intimidated? Or did you go and give them a hug? I used to know. I used to know. I can't say they were furries. I used to know people who were furry light when I was in school. And they enjoyed the artwork. That's all I'm gonna say. Honestly, they were nice but troubled people. I was troubled too. We were all troubled. We were all in drama club and we were all dramatic. I'm not a furry, but I love shaving their hands and doing high five. I assume shaking, not shave. You go up to you just chase a furry around with a razor blade, with a shave. Is it called a shaver? A shaver, the electronic ones. You just go around threatening to shave off their hair. The furry shaver. That would be every furry's nightmare, right? Unless you're I believe it's called a scaly. It's called a scaly where they have scales instead of fur. Don't ask me how I know this. I've been around on the internet, alright? I had some knowledge. I have some knowledge of what goes along in the furry community, but I am not a furry. I swear to you, I'm not a furry. Okay? I no matter what they say, don't believe the rumors. I don't have the strength to be a furry. Hello, goodie. Welcome. You've come in right at the. You don't have context. Just know that Tenny's not a furry. I'm not strong enough to be a furry, I'm afraid. I don't have the willpower. Mark, what do you mean sure? Is it what furry I have there are horns. The horns are the closest you're gonna get. It sounds like something a furry would say. Also, hello, Spacey. Are you headed for work? Are you headed for work or school, you guys? Because I know this is earlier timing than what we're used to. But it may soon be. It may soon be a bit. I've been at work. Oh, you sound tired. If you could sound tired from a single sentence, that's the sentence. I hope you're resting now, Spacey. And I don't know if Freaky's still around. I think Freaky might be headed for work as well. I had to fix someone's thousand. Did you get any of the $1,000 agitated? I see. Do you want to talk about it? On chat, or if you want, you can also vent about it to me in the DMs, cause you got my DM Spacey as mod. I wanna be clear that Spacey is my DMs cause it's my mod. Please don't DM me randomly. I can't take random people talking to me. It's very nice. I'm flattered, but I'm too anxious for that. Hello, Freaky. Freaky was talking about we were talking about your thing, which I need to send you more questions about whether the thing at the top has the same color. I'm in Tenny's DM to make them more parasocial. I'm trying not to be. I'm earnestly trying to form friendship so it's no longer parasocial, it just becomes social. You know what? If you become friends with people, then it's no longer parasocial. So become friends with. No, please don't bother any VTubers. Who might be as shy as me. Spacia, fave mod. Yes. One of my favorite mod. Spacey also now privy to the secret that only Spacey, Freaky, and my best friend know about. As for the rest of you, you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait a little while longer while I sort things out before I reveal to you the special secret little thing. And hopefully, it is only less than a month away that I'll be able to have a proper place to sit at, a proper place to put my laptop on, and maybe fingers crossed a little setup. Oh, okay, Spacey story time. The thing is fixed. Hang on. We had two of my agents not read the ticket information and they gave our field tech wrong info. So now he has to drive 2 hours back to the store and fix it. So much overtime pay for that guy. Oh, no. Well, is that good or bad? It's good that guy is getting paid, but also, that must. I mean, time is money. Time is a lot. Okay? Here's a question that I want to ask all you guys. What do you value more, time or money? Because in my opinion, for me, I value time a little bit more. Time is so precious. You're never gonna have more time than you know what you do with, because you're gonna live all the time that you have. So I always value work or jobs that respect the time that you take away from it. Which is why I quit my last job, because it was taking up too much time. It sounds like a very privileged thing to say, and it is. I'm privileged enough that I can prioritize time over other things. But what do you guys feel? Would you not mind a job that takes up all your time if it paid you enough? Or would you rather a job that it might not pay you as much, but you have more time to go and do the things that you want to do? Definitely time. It's bad because both of my agents are getting corrective write-ups. Oh no. Oh, I guess it's bad for that, but they have to, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, because they did mess up, so they're gonna have to face some punishment. It's probably just an honest mistake. I believe your agents, they're doing their best, but still sucks. Can we have a good balance of both? In this economy, no. Where are you finding the myth? Okay, to give some context. Goody, you're still studying, right? I don't want to scare you off from work and all of that. But I think it's important to know that unfortunately, it's really hard to find a job that balances both time and money. It was a minor mistake. We can talk about it, but it's a mistake that cost a lot of money this time. And I guess there's no easy solution to it. I'm sorry your agents gotta go through it, and that you also have to, probably be the one to do the write up and stuff. I get paid 22 USD an hour, and I don't do anything half the time. Good balance. Okay, I don't want to. I don't. What's the word? I don't want to make assumptions. Is 22 good in US? Because over here, that would okay. To be fair, I work a lot of low paying jobs. I've never worked a job that has paid that high, except for when I was teaching kids. That was a decent job, but it sucked up all of my time because you have to grade the children's papers. And it's not a single kid, it's a whole classroom of kids that I was teaching tuition for. Tuition, however you pronounce it. The pay there was actually quite decent, but I would have to stay back until 10 just to grade their papers. I used to handle kids. I don't anymore because I realized it was not for me. To be fair, to brag a little bit, I think I was decent at that job. They really liked me, but I couldn't stay. I can't. A classroom of kids really drained the social battery. I'm bad enough with people and groups. When it comes to kids, look, they were all fairly nice children, except for a few of them. But I couldn't take it. My social battery was drained. But where I live is pretty decent. If I lived in NYC or Cali, it would be trash. I see. But yeah, I haven't worked very much. I haven't worked high paying jobs. One of the jobs that I enjoyed the most only paid me. Let me see. What's this in USD? It only paid me. Oh wait, I've done the conversion the wrong way. It only paid me $6 an hour. It paid me $6 an hour. I think they did bump it up a little bit higher, and I was often working 12-hour shifts. Because I really, really enjoyed the job. Actually, it was super fun. Unfortunately, management was not really good. I could have worked there for another year if they had just given us a break room. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad job because it was really fun. I got to hang out with a lot of cool coworkers, and our main manager was like spacey, very very nice and very very competent. Hello, Lam. We're talking about past jobs. Yeah, and also talking about, would you prefer a job that paid you a lot but took up all your time, or would you prefer a job that doesn't pay you that well but respects your time? So yes, I used to work at a place that I suppose you could call it minimum wage, but we don't actually have minimum wage over here. So it was $6 an hour. I would work 12-hour shifts. I would do I can't say what it is because it's a very very niche job that would lead to me being doxxed because it's very very specific. But it was super fun. Consider it somewhere in the entertainment industry, I suppose. People were playing games, that kind of entertainment. It was kind of like an arcade. That's the most I can say. And it was so fun. But unfortunately, the main management was not good. We didn't have a break room. We didn't have scheduled breaks. We were just told to take our breaks whenever, which could be a problem because sometimes if it was so busy, we would never ever get a break. It will perform for kids. No, we did play games for both kids and adults. It was a family friendly affair. Speaking of jobs, I'm starting my internship on Monday, 10 and it's unpaid. Congratulations, goodie. But also, I'm so sorry that it's unpaid over there. Uh, I hope that you are able to maybe leverage into a paid position there. That's always the goal, right? To get a paid position at the end of the day. The one good thing I'll say about being here is that unpaid internships are rarer. It's because of our system. Usually you are getting internships through schooling. And when you get internships through the school program, you are required by law to be paid at least something. So that's one of the good things here. I wish that it would be adopted in other places so that, even interns should get paid. You're still doing a job even while you're learning. I mean, most of my friends all got unpaid because we used our parents' connection to get it. I see. Hello, Ramiro. How are you doing? We're just chatting today. We're chatting about jobs. Strangely enough, about do you value jobs that pay you a lot but take up a lot of your time, or would you rather have a job that doesn't pay you that much but gives you a lot of freedom and free time off? Good balances do exist. Spacey, you've got a good balance over there, which is, minus the frustrations. Ew, job, yeah. The scariest thing to a VTuber is a full-time job. But I really respect those who can hold a full-time job and still find time to VTube and create content. They're pretty amazing. We tried the school route, but we got nothing. They were and since we have no prior experience, they didn't want us. The economy is bad. I I'm so sorry, by the way, because I said we're gonna have a cozy stream where you can forget all your worries and just exist here with Tenny for a little while and just talk about everything else. But in the end, we're talking about the job scope and the economy and how much of a butt the economy is right now. How terrible everything is. Uh, I would encourage you to have side gigs if you're able. Side gigs probably really help. From me right now, my side gig is of course the D&D. Yes, I mentioned the D&D. Take that off your bingo list. But yeah, I love playing. I love D&D. It's been such a great side gig. The previous topic was furries. That's true. The previous topic was furries and how would you build a fursuit? If you could build a fursuit, how would you do it? Would you sell your plasma for monies if needed? I have so little plasma though. I have so little blood. I have so little of bodily fluids. I went to get a blood test done a while back and I was dizzy the whole day. Because, I don't know, maybe it was a placebo effect. Maybe I'm just weak. I can't because I take specific medicine. I guess I wouldn't be able to as well, right? Trying to think of a reason why I can't actually. As you know, I think I'm fine. I was gonna say I have scoliosis, but that don't count. And it's not even true scoliosis. It's the mild form where the spine is just slightly kinked to the right. Hello, it's what topic they're coming to. Pick the topic. The topics we have discussed so far have been furries, terrible jobs, and selling plasma. Thank you for the posture, goodie. But yeah. Yeah, the censor jobs at work. Yes, well, if you don't know, I got like a little kink in my spine. It's considered mild, but it does crook to the right slightly, so it hurts whenever I have to sit for long periods of time, or I get little back aches, which is why I don't like doing office jobs. I can do office jobs, but they really hurt my back. I believe in multiple Ramiro is giving a very succinct answer. I believe in multiple factors in choosing a job: stress, skill, ability, pay, and long-term goals for me. I'm working on my associate degree to become a physical therapist assistant. That's amazing. You guys got such talents. Or such smarts. What are you doing? I guess it makes sense, right? You guys are really smart people, and smart people are really stressed. So you come down here to hang out with Tenny because I have nothing smart to say, and you can turn your brain off for a little bit while just listening to me ramble on about things. But oh, good luck on your associate degree. Please do let us know when you achieve it, and we'll do a little celebration in chat. A little celebration for you and your hard work. I've got so many amazing people here doing amazing things. I gave up my smart life to release the stress. I do prefer. This is another choice. Do you guys prefer a job where you gotta think a lot, or do you prefer turn off your brain and just do job? Some of my friends started balding from higher education. Oh no! Do they at least look good bald? Watching tennis like getting a warm hug in my brain. Oh, that's probably not good for your brain. Another reason why the people come here to turn off their brains. You shouldn't put your brain in a hot environment or a warm environment because that's called a fever. If your brain is feeling warm or hot, that's called a fever, and your body is desperately trying to fight off an illness or infection. Which is, I mean, our body's so amazing, right? It's so resilient. It's developed things like fevers to fight off infections, but it's so dumb that sometimes a fever can be the thing that kills you. Like our body is very resilient, but also the tiniest thing is gonna kill us. Brain, what's that? It's the thing that makes you think all of the wonderful thoughts, Lam, and it's why you exist. It's the brain. But it's true. Go and look up all those like somebody could eat day old food and that's the end of it. But we can fight off like our liver dying or something by diverting blood cells into some other place. I don't know the science. Go look up smart people who know the science, like Chubby Emu, or who else does medical stuff? That doctor turned YouTuber. And then using science to turn my compliments something I should go to the doctor about. If you are feeling warm, please go and see the doctor. I figure being a PTA, it's a good choice since I love learning about muscles and I already love lifting and training. It's a good career that also pays decently to help folks recover. It's a very noble career. It I have been hearing from people, funny you bring up physical therapy, that it is one of the careers that is not as heavily affected by the stuff that's going on in the world right now. I know somebody who jumped from a degree in media and film to start taking on physical therapy just because they couldn't find a job in media or film. They may be smart, but they cannot manually control their body. Every time I get sick, I was like, my heat myself to kill the problem. But I don't think the heat can buy the thing that kills you. So it's a game of who will die first, the virus or you. Well, if you kick the bucket, the virus also kicks the bucket, right? So that's that's a win-win. There's no downside. No matter what, you will always win. Uh, in certain circumstances. But yes, if you do have a fever, please go see a doctor. Medical stuff and your health is one thing not to play around with. And I believe in universal healthcare. That's my stance. If I do, you coming with me. It's true. Remember, for all the illnesses out there in the world, no illness will ever win because a person that fights towards the end will always be the last thing standing. Ito. I'm getting a bit sad because I'm reminded of I don't know if you guys knew who Technoblade was. He was a very awesome Minecraft VTuber, and he was an inspiration because in towards the end of his journey, he was fighting off cancer. And there's a saying that always goes with that is that if you die, the cancer also dies, so you win. I know him. It's been years. It's been years since you heard that name. I it's okay, this is a bit of a darker topic, so I'm sorry for that. But whenever I see people that have gone too soon, it's a hard thing to process even if you don't know them personally. This is not to be parasocial, but rather just to you gotta have empathy for your fellow humanity, for your fellow humans. I wouldn't be mad if some of the people could come back and say, "Hey, it was all a joke. It's all a joke. I'm still alive. I'm still here." But that's wishful thinking. And it's hard to think about how somebody's just gone, like completely gone. I will never get over that feeling of not being able to ever. I imagine it daily. You know, if I never spoke to my friends again because they were gone, not even just existing somewhere, ignoring me, just straight up gone. I can't imagine that. It makes me really sad to think about it. And you know, it will make me really sad as well to have any of you ever be gone. Oliver Tree also passed away recently. I didn't follow him at all, but it's sad when the world loses, so, you know, people who are talented. Yeah, unfortunately, accidents are the worst way to go because nobody expects it. And it's terrible. It's just terrible. We should move on from darker topics. We should. The music is really going all dark and heavy now as well. It's oh no! I just looked up the music that's playing right now is called "End This." Oh no! Let's go back to the chill beats. Let's go back to the chill beats. The music knows. it, it coordinated perfectly. I get reminded of it every time I think Hypix's on daily. It's rough when it happens. I've lost close friends and direct relatives, but I managed. So let's move on in. Before we move on, the last thing I'll say is that if you have lost people, then do your best to live your life as happy as possible, as if you are living it for them, because you got to live the rest of their lives for them. So take care of yourself, okay? Everyone take care of yourself. Okay, let's move on. We've covered furries, money, jobs, and the topic of death. Which is honestly, I think, a whole life. Completely missed a life. It's okay, Yin. Hello, Yin. How you doing? We're talking about a lot of stuff, really. Should we move back to furries? I don't really have much to say about. Let's cover the topic of selling bath water. Oh, in your dreams, Cookie, you never. Firstly, I don't take baths. I take showers. So you're never gonna talk about bath water with me. Uh, I read once that taking a bath is just sitting in your wet dirt, and I could never get the image out of my head. I'm sure they're very relaxing. Baths are probably super relaxing, and you don't always need to take a bath to get clean. Sometimes you want to take a bath just to be relaxed. I never understood. What about the shower water? The shower water it's going down, right? So the dirt is being washed away. I'm too tall for a bath. Ah, find the big baths, the very big baths that will accommodate you. That the tall folk are suffering. That's what you get for being tall. You could have been a short king, and then you could have fit into a bath and sat in your wet dirt. You rinsed off. The shower's usually from above, and I'm sure enough that many showers are from above. I don't think I've ever encountered a shower from below. You look down and it sprays you in the face. But yeah, I prefer showers just because of the whole wet dirt thing. Um, and it's really relaxing. I mean, the feeling of water hitting you when you should. I take really hot showers. It's not good for you. You shouldn't take very hot, super hot showers all the time. But I like them because they're a good way to de-stress. And once in a while, even when I don't need a shower, sometimes I just take one because it's been a very stressful day, and I like this is the meme of just fetal position in the shower crying. I like to drown myself in the shower. I understand. Just have all your worries washed away by the hot water, by the steaming hot water. And it's nice, but also I'm trying to not take as many showers because I don't want to waste water. Uh, I I'm sorry. I'm not like those streamers that can go for days without taking a bath. Having in the shower hot enough to change my skin color hot. I do cold. Oh, you do cold water. I've done cold water for a while, mainly because my heater broke, so I had no choice, and I got used to. It was really good on saving water, because you go in, get everything done, and then you get out because it's really really cold. Wasn't very good when I was sick. Pose like Yamcha when I shower. I have no option. I have no heater. Oh no, no heater, gang. Oh, that's not true. I've got a heater now, so I can take all the hot showers I want. But I should probably take more cold ones as well. Mhm. Have you eaten yet, Tanya? I plead the fifth. I don't want to answer that question. I don't want to. I'm going to in a little bit after the stream. In another hour, I'll go eat. I'll go eat in another hour. I'm not hungry yet. I wanted to come and talk to you guys. I wanted to do a short little stream with you guys. So I'll eat later on. Somebody ordered in like noodles, so I'll eat that later. Have to cook now. Bye bye, lamb. Have a good meal. I have to take cold shower so I don't die from the heat. And they complain to Boba if we don't eat. I'll eat in an hour. I promise. I promise. I'll end the stream in an hour and then I'll go and eat. But I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry yet. And I please don't complain to Boba. I'll eat in an hour. I promise. I promise. I wanna talk to you guys. I wanna finish sewing this thing. I get. Why do I have a chat that looks out for me? Now I've gotta be beholden to Ethan. I did some stuff while I was drunk last night. Oh no. I hope it was all above board. Hello, Kazaki. I can probably survive the winter in t-shirt and shorts the way I'm used to the cold. I will freeze. I cannot stand the cold because I have low blood pressure. So I cannot I get cold very easily. And not should not die from starvation. Please, enough time is spending. I will eat. I don't want to. Who does not want to eat with chat? If I eat with chat, you're not gonna hear anything. Gonna hear like chewing sounds. Maybe not even that, because the mic isn't that sensitive. Eating noodles later. I'm eating shirataki noodles, stir fry right. Oh, that does sound really good. Stop tempting me. So I promise I'll eat in an hour. I'll eat in an hour, but I just wanted to come on and chat with you guys for a little while, especially at this time. I don't get to see a lot of you at other times. Although you eat when I sleep, I will. I need to eat too, but I haven't had a ton of downtime. Oh no, Spacey, will you eat in an hour too? Will we both eat in an hour? Should we make that promise to people? I couldn't catch your previous streams. It's okay, Cookie. I want to make a small announcement as well. Wednesdays we might be changing it to this time as well, because on Wednesdays I might be doing more D&D hosting. I've taken on a few more games for the upcoming month to pay my bills, but also because I just really enjoy D&D. So I'll probably changing some stream timings around. I just woke up, so I haven't had food. You see, you guys haven't eaten yet as well. Let's all eat in an. Let's all eat in an hour. All right, so that we can get our nutrients in for the day. The song is literally complete of this. What's that? Wait. No. I thought. It's also something about spicy spam and mac and cheese, and now it's lost. Thank you, Yeet. Okay, let's do squats. If you haven't eaten, don't do squats because you might be dizzy. I'm just eating business. Cookie, you're eating your own kind. What the heck? Squats is punishment for not eating. I understand. I understand. Let's do squats for not eating then. Yeah, good stretch. Okay, on. Two. You're gonna have to trust that I'm doing it. The camera's not picking up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, ito, 9, and the last one, 10. Okay. I did it, guys. I did squash for not eating. Sometimes you gotta eat your own kind in the midst of starvation and lack of. Why don't you come to the bunker, Cookie? We got plenty of food over here. We've stockpiled. We got noodles and rice and other carbohydrates, bread, and I think those are the main three. Wheat cereal. We got all sorts of things. We got genetically made meat, so you don't need to feel guilty about eating the animals. The animals are fine. The animals did really well in the post-apocalypse. Where's the pasta? We gotta make that out of the rice and the dough, the eggs. We got little chickadees. Yeah, ginger ale? Probably. Probably somewhere in the back. I cracked every bone in my legs doing those squats. Has it become punishment for you too? Oh no. Like pop rocks here. We are revealing all our ages just by the nature of the fact that we can't do squats without potentially breaking a bone. Ito. What hags, which I saw recently going on Twitter. People were getting mad about being called hags, and others were saying that they don't mind being called hags. If I have to be a hag, I want to be a night hag, the most terrifying of all the hags. They're super powerful, they're super wicked, and you know what? They have the best disguises. I think they have the best disguises. And they're the hardest to kill. My party went up against a hag coven once. It was made of 3 hags from different clans. So there was a Anissa hag, which is a hag that's really super strong. And there's a green hag, which is what a swamp hag is sort of like. Yes. And green hags are like your standard hag. They're the most common race of hag that you're gonna find. Ikadakimasu dene. These food noodles are fire super. Stop tempting me. Ramiro has such a nice description of their noodles. Cognac noodles, chipped broccoli, green onion, toasted sesame seeds, and a tiny amount of oil and soy sauce. Oh, I wanna eat. I'm a year older than Minecraft. Oh, speaking of, did you guys see? You can sit down in Minecraft now. They released something new that lets you sit down in Minecraft. Hello, here's a lizard. Your lizard parent now. Thank you for the lizard, Chevelle. I love lizards. I told you guys before, but snakes used to be my favorite animal, just because they were really pretty, and they're basically lizards without legs. So it counts. My mind's jumping all over the place today. There's so many things I want to talk about. But yes, Minecraft. You can now shit down Minecraft. And people are losing their minds. Their minds, their literal minds. They've lost all the minds. But they're having such a fun. I'm glad that Minecraft is listening to the community and adding things that people really wanted for such a long time. The Minecraft community, it does have its problems like every community, but there are parts of it that are just super sweet. And I'm glad they're still thriving and moving forward. And I hope things continue getting better. Don't you don't see the vision? The pillow is huge. Wait, what's the pillow? What's the vision? Say to me the vision again. Chat was going a bit fast. What's the vision of the pillow? My pillow? Where's Cosme Roach? Can somebody please gift upon me Cosme Roach? The new thing is the cushion. It's huge, but also it's kind of amazing because it will adjust to the block height of whatever you place it on, minus I think some plants. So you could place it on anything and it will look like just sitting there. So you can sit on it. So that's amazing. Congratulations to all the Minecraft players out there. We will be doing some Minecraft soon on this channel. We still need to finish building out the ASS, the Axolotl Soothing Sanctuary. It is a long time coming. I keep saying I'm gonna do more stuff off stream, but then I never have time to do stuff off stream. So I'll try my best. It's an entity, you don't have collision. Oh, so you could walk through it. Oh, that leads to so many new hidden secret bases. Just a base made out of cushions. They have 20 colors. I assume you mean for the colors. Yeah, the cushion looks really good. I am excited for it. There was another topic before Minecraft, but I can't remember what it is for the life of me. We talked about food. We talked about the resources in the bunker. Squats. Yes, squats happen. Has anyone heard of beer cheese soup? Oh, I think I've heard about it. They eat it in colder countries, or am I thinking of something else at the moment? Yes, I was also talking about hags, and how my D&D party, they were very, very underprepared. So, I'll let me set the scene for you. It is a 3-shot adventure, so it's played in 3 sessions. One of the players says that, oh, they can't make it for the last session, so they're gonna leave on the second session. And you know what? That's more than fine. They put together a party. It's a wonderful little role-playing group. I was a little bit wary looking at their stats because they were not combat focused in the slightest. Definitely not made for fighting. So, I think, okay, it'll be fine, because as long as they go in all stealth-like, if they take it one by one, they're gonna be fine. On the second day, when the player that has to leave is leaving, they decide that right before I leave, I'm just gonna fireball in the middle of the garden at the enemy. And they were at this place where they were all sort of in disguise. The enemy was in disguise, so there was no reason for them to fight. They had just discovered that one of the people there were a hag, and there were 2 other hags that they had to take care of. So, as they were trying to sneak out, the last player just decided, well, I'm leaving anyway. Let's just fireball. Let's just fireball this person here. And they forgot that fireball is an AoE. So, so we ended the session there. And on the next session, where the person who fireballed was gracefully absent, the rest of the party had to roll for being damaged by a fireball and also fighting a hag, which to their credit they managed to kill. But then the 2 other hags came along, and I had to nudge them out of there. I had to make them a portal so that they could escape from that place, or else they would have just been dead. And they were so amped up that they asked for one more session so that they could come back guns blazing and properly kill the hags, which they did manage to do at the very last minute. I literally set up a timer and said that if we don't kill the hag in this time, then the whole place is getting nuked, because the wizard council or something thinks it's too dangerous to survive, so we're gonna nuke the whole place. And at the very last second, the very last countdown, they were able to defeat the hags. Thankfully, I would have been way too stressed if they hadn't been able to defeat the hags. I would not have known what to do. Well, some adventures end in failure, you know. Not every adventure has a successful ending. But I would have been a bit sad because they were really gung ho about making it all the way and seeing it through. So that's just a little adventure. Did they beat the old lady with a stick? They beat the old lady with several fireballs. Several fireballs and a good deal of eldritch blasts. And they had to fight one of their former friends that had been puppeteered by them. I haven't played D&D in so long. The last time I played, my buddies made it very pirate themed, and somehow we ended up kidnapping a hobbit and made him join our party as a cabin boy. That's D&D. That's the nature of D&D. Of which I still really want to host and show off more for you guys. I talk about it so much, but we don't play D&D nearly enough on this channel. I will talk to Freaky and everybody about getting together D&D people. And you know, my secret hope is having a group that will come regularly to play D&D. But people are busy and I don't wanna, I don't wanna assume that that can happen. Finding a regular D&D group is hard. Do you know Magic the Noah? I've heard of Magic the Noah. People have come and told me sometimes my style is a bit similar to Magic the Noah over here, because I use a very simple draw studio art what do you call it, art programs to do D&D with you guys. So people have compared me to him. I'm probably nowhere nearly as good, but he sounds fun. I haven't checked him out because I've just been busy. I've been busy studying all the other D&D modules that I'm running right now. ito. Sorry, I'm just looking at this stitch that I have in front of me. Like I said, I'm sewing off stream just to get it done because there's a certain thing I have to sew that I can only do by hand. So it's very cozy. Stitch and talk. You don't do sessions in person? I do sessions in person. So for my job as a GM host, I do it in person. But when I play D&D, if you guys, I mean, it has to be online. I can't come to you guys' houses. It'd be really creepy if I just showed up at your houses and said, "Okay, are you guys ready to play D&D?" You'll be more likely to call the cops on me, and I don't really want that. I prefer not being in jail. I like my freedom as is. But yeah, I host D&D in person, and I prefer being in person with people. Do you guys prefer, this is not just about D&D, but do you guys prefer hanging out with people online or physically? Because I much prefer physically for the most part, because I like being able to move and touch stuff. When it comes to D&D, I like being able to like have the physical space, put down miniatures, change the lights, change the music more easily. One of my favorite parts of D&D is always going to be changing the audio and making them freaked out over the sounds and everything. I've talked to you guys about my horror campaign, haven't I? And how freaky I can get with the lights and the music and everything. It's amazing. I love scaring people. I love putting them into that physical space to make them feel like they're somewhere else entirely. Oh, one day I'll get a proper projection screen and uh project stuff onto the walls. That would be awesome. And right now I need to prep for my next D&D, which is tomorrow. And I'm going to be doing Descent into Avernus, if you guys have ever heard that. How can I put my hands on the homies if not physically there? You're not wrong. Ito. Augustation Okinawa Marine Corps Base Camp Force. I did not expect so many of them being Pokemon, TCG, PCB, PC Builders, D&D, Magic the Gathering, and Weebs. I am glad that the movement is catching on. Not just in D&D, but nerd stuff. Okay, this is going to show how old you guys are. Tell me, when you guys were in school, was liking anime considered cringy? Because there was a time that most of you, that probably many of you will not remember, where being passionate about your hobbies was considered bad. Back in the early dungeon days, where if you like D&D, if you like magic, if you liked anything that wasn't, sports or touching grass or I don't know, English, you were considered a weird nerd. Because people didn't realize that you could be very passionate about your hobbies and turn it into jobs and live it and be happy. People were just upset that other people were happy, which is what I believe. And I think people at my school thought I was weird, but that's because I never slept was a bit too much into those hobbies. I think it's fine. I think it's more than fine to be so utterly passionate about something. As long as you acknowledge that, yeah, I'm really passionate about this. It might be seen as a bit weird by others, but that's fine. I'm having fun. Only me and another girl liked anime, and now everybody likes anime. The posers. Or things like cosplaying was seen as weird, but now we have so many people in the cosplay industry. We have so many people getting into D&D and discovering D&D and how fun it all is. And the world has gone to poopy in many, many different ways. But at the very least with this, more and more people are able to enjoy the things they enjoy without as much judgment. I won't say it doesn't exist. There's definitely still a bit of people out there who will judge others on the things that they like because they are poopy people who can't just let people enjoy stuff, Like Because you know, it used to be seen as a weird hobby. Train collectors. Train. I don't understand why. Maybe it was the Big Bang Theory. Maybe it was something else. But there was a trope where there was a stereotypical nerd that was always very, very much into trains and building trains. But that's so cool. Like you go down to somebody's basement and you just see like a whole train track, like a whole model city. Can you imagine how much effort and how much skill it takes to put all of that together? And to know everything about trains or let's say D&D, you go down to their basement. It's always a basement and you see this miniature world that they've built up. Is that not more amazing than it is weird? Uh, I'm glad cons are a bit more subdued as an adult. Early 2000 cons had terrible behavior. Yes, it was those kids these days go to school wearing a JJK graphic tee and get looks like it's the coolest thing ever. Same RPG games. My old high school had D&D and card game clubs and tournaments. That's amazing. I'm glad that things are better now for us nerds. um, and I don't know too much about conventions back in the day. I definitely have heard convention horror stories, and if you guys have any, please do let me know. I don't have any convention horror stories. I've only been to 3 different conventions in my life when I started cosplaying, and they were all super nice. The closest I ever got to having a bad experience was taking a picture with somebody who was actually not very good in the community, and I only discovered later that they were not a good person. But while they were with me, nothing bad happened. So I haven't had any bad experiences at conventions. Everyone has been really nice to me. And it's always wonderful when people recognize what I dress up as or come and ask to take a photo. So I also try and make an effort to ask cosplayers to take photos. If you're at a convention, please don't be afraid to approach cosplayers. As long as they're in their full costume and they're wandering around and not, taking a rest somewhere, don't be afraid to approach them and ask for a photo. I promise that you will usually make their day. Some of the best things in the world were built by unemployed men in their mother's basement is awesome. Unemployed men and now unemployed women as well. I'm glad that there's more girls embracing their nerddom as well. And I think people with basements are cool. Of course, like a properly cared for basement where you put all your hobby stuff. That's really cool. Not a creepy basement where you lure people to keep them trapped forever. Not so cool, those ones. Eto. But I've always dreamed of having just a whole room where you can fill with your hobby. For me, it's craft. So I always dream of having a room that's just full of craft stuff and my board games and all my little displays. One can dream. One can dream one day. Yeah, we paddles, glumping, and homestyle cosplays that didn't use makeup, setting spray, all horrible con things. I think setting spray has become really popular in the recent times. When I discovered it because somebody recommended it to me, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. For all of you who do cosplay or makeup, or you just wanna add color to your skin. Setting spray is amazing. It keeps stuff from falling off. I use Tier. This is not sponsored. I use Tier TIR, which was recommended to me by somebody. It's a little bit expensive, but honestly, I think it's worth it because it's so good. The makeup doesn't run. I was hugged by a Homestuck cosplay once. I had to throw away my shirt. Oh no. Yeah, if you don't want your makeup to run or you don't want it to transfer onto different things, use setting spray. Use setting spray before you put on your makeup so that there's a base, and then use setting spray after you put on your makeup so that it all sort of like glumps together. You can also use powders and everything to set stuff. I learned a lot about makeup when I first started cosplaying about a year ago. Before that, I didn't really know anything about makeup. I had to bring one of my friends with me to the makeup store because I had no idea what to buy. Hello, Shumigi. Hello, we're talking about all sorts of things like conventions and hobbies and nerd stuff. I think conventions are cool, but I'm not big on dressing and cosplaying myself. I'll probably go dresses in my tank top, shirts, and sneakers. I'll be cosplaying myself a gym rat. That's more than fine. Much more you what's most important is that you feel comfortable. Unless you want to cosplay, in which case you sacrifice comfort for beauty or awesomeness. Uh, I for the most part, I try to make my cosplays a bit practical, so that they're comfortable to wear. But I have sacrificed comfort in certain places, and this was not a place I should have sacrificed. It was the shoes. The shoes I was wearing was really bad. They were basically flats with no support. So when you're walking around a convention the whole day, that's not good for your feet at all. Two of the most important areas on your body is your feet and your back because they do the most heavy lifting. So please take care of them. That's why shoes are so expensive nowadays. A good pair of shoes is vital to your health, your foot health. There was one time I was in cosplay for so long of a day. I was helping somebody booth, and it was really hot outside. It was an outdoor area, and I was already dressed pretty lightly, but the innards of my shoes just started peeling away because it was that hot, and I had been standing in them for that long that at the end of the day they were basically falling apart, and I had to throw them away. And I promised myself I would buy better shoes after that, but I haven't gotten around to it because they're just extremely expensive. In my life right now, I have one pair of shoes that I own, and I'll be wearing that until the day they fall apart before I get a new pair of sneakers. I don't really like to cosplay. I'm mostly an introvert, but I like to try if I wanted to and would be excited to. Sumigi, I understand you because you know what? I'm an introvert too, but I got into cosplay because I saw people cosplaying and they look so pretty and pretty in a non-gender specific way. And I thought I wanna look and feel that pretty too. And also I like sewing, so I started making my own cosplays. And I will tell you this: it is gonna be a bit scary. If you have friends, please go with friends. I didn't really know anybody in the cosplay scene at the time, so I always went alone. But the first time somebody came up to me and asked if they could take a picture of me, even though I'm an introvert, it was really sweet. And I felt very happy. And I've carried that feeling with me ever since. And it's also amazing if you're cosplaying as somebody from a niche fandom and somebody recognizes you. I was cosplaying as somebody from Hades 2 once, and I saw this beautiful lady dressed up in the cosplay of a Six musical. So I went up to her, I tapped her on the shoulder, and I asked if I could take a picture. She turned around, she looked at me, and she screamed. And then she asked, "Are you cosplaying this specific person from this fandom? Oh, I can't believe it. Let me take a photo of you first to send to the rest of the group." And that was really fun. Hello, Giovanni. Hey, I get new shoes every year. In the last 7 months, I've walked and biked over 12,000 miles. Good shoes are so important. They are. Everyone, if you're gonna spend on something, spend on good shoes. Hello, Giovanni. How are you? Oh, Giovanni, I can't wait to do the plushie of your friend. It's in the list. It's in the list. The PayPal saga continues onwards. They've rejected another one of my messages in, so I'm gonna try to to send it in one more time, and I'll follow up with them and I'll see how it all goes. I think you could pay through Stripe maybe. If you are doing it through card, it should work, but I'm not sure. I'm so sorry for the delays in payment. But please, Giovanni is doing a commission, which I can't wait to get to. Uh, but I'm so sorry for all the delays in payment. I really dislike how PayPal is handling everything. It makes me upset. I'm hoping that things will get sorted out within this month. Um, and if the worst case scenario, I will just open a new PayPal, I guess. Ito. I think Stripe should work, but I'm not so sure, so I'm a bit worried about it. I feel bad as well, especially if you want to, if you're putting this money aside for certain things, for or like on hold for this. Uh, feel free to continue onwards. I will definitely still make your plushie. It's definitely, I'm just taking that the commission has already been made, and by the time that it comes around, hopefully things will be sorted. I promise you that. And hopefully I'll have a new place. I have a new bunker, so I'll be able to sit down and do it in a proper setting for everyone. I put some cosplay in the Discord media. Can you rate them? Wow. Hang on, let me get Discord open up. Ito. Do you mind if I share a picture of it on stream? I probably could get a picture of it to appear on stream for you guys. But if you're too shy, that's okay as well. Give it some time. Discord tends to load a bit slow whenever I have OBS on. Excuse me. I wish I could show you guys this new cosplay that I'm sewing, but it's very very specific, and I don't want to be doxxed, unfortunately. But it's the lines are so clean on this satin piece. I'm really proud of it. Maybe I'll take a picture and show you guys like just a small section of it. Okay. Let me see the Discord. Show me the cosplay. Cheryl. Okay. Oh, we got a new media for cool cosplays now. Oh my god, Mark, that is amazing. Oh, wait, are they all your cosplays? Which one do you want me to show off the most? Cause they all look amazing. I only recognize a few of them because I'm not that media literate, unfortunately. Ito. Chimpanzee, welcome back. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the subby, Chimpanzee. How are you doing? Are you headed off to work? One is me. One is you? Wait, one is in number one? Or... wait. Hang on. I like to imagine living in an underground bunker that's amazing Wi-Fi, sewing supplies, and a sick... It has amazing Wi-Fi and sewing supplies. Sick pieces set up, no. Which is actually something I'm saving towards. Plug in the throne. If you like to support Teddy, affording a better setup, because right now my setup is a laptop on the floor with a microphone and a camera. Hello everyone. Okay, sorry. Let me show off the cosplay first. I think I'll take the first one because it doesn't show the face too clearly just in case you don't want to have your face like very clearly shown on stream. Let me get the image up. Oops. Okay, while I'm getting this image up, which will take me some time. Chimpanzee is here. Hello, Chimpanzee. I've not seen you in quite a while. I've not seen Reese in quite a while because we've all been so busy. I've missed talking to you guys. We should definitely chat soon. I'm sorry, I can't see your messages because I'm trying to save this image. Save it as a PNG. My friend wants to put me in a pure. I never know how to pronounce that. You don't say the T. It's basically a clown, a cosplay from Freak Circus. Ooh, that's not bad. Do it. The makeup can be super fun. Hang on, still trying to save this image. And now I can look at all your messages. Risa is looking in the waters. Which waters? I've been looking for her, but I can't find. I don't like the water. I don't like getting all soaked and wet because it's cold. It's cold when you get soaked in water. Wait, if you're dressing up for the first time, I say always go easy, just in case, you know. You never want to feel uncomfortable in your first cosplay. You can feel uncomfortable in future cosplays when you're used to it. But for the first time, just pick something comfortable for yourself. Pick something easy. Or if you have a friend that is super good at makeup or sewing, just make the whole use of them. There's Magbata. They're dressed as Foxy, right? I haven't gotten this wrong. Foxy from FNAF. Unless you're a different Foxy from somewhere else. Is it Foxy? Not Foxy. Roxy from FNAF. Yes, I know the lore. It's so amazing. The tail looks so fluffy, and the makeup looks so good. It is both cute and also has a little bit of like the scariness that Roxy has from being an animatronic. That is not me, just a random. Oh no! Just a. Okay, random beautiful girl. There you are. Is that one of you that we can show off? Ito. Or is it just cosplay to raid? One is of you. Oh, I see. It's kept in secret. I can. All of them look really good though. I'll be honest. I like the Ada Wong and I don't know what the other character is. Maybe somebody from Overwatch. But let's just admire this. Let's just admire this Roxy cosplay. Ato. Do you wanna say which one is you, or you're gonna if you can, you don't need to. You can keep it quiet if you want to. It looks really good. Please check out the Discord as well. Check out the Discord where Mark has posted up a bunch of cosplay pictures that they have taken, and they all look amazing. And if you want to show off the CS, Mark, you say that as if I know which one that is. I don't know which one that is. What's CS Tarot? What fandom is CS Tarot? I see Minecraft. I see Rin. I see Zafari. Is CS Tarot the fox? No, that's Kindred and Wolf, right? From League of Legends. What's CS Tarot? I'm not the one with the gun and white mask. Gun and white mask. Gun and white. There it is. I'm so sorry. I thought you were a ghost. I thought you were a ghost. I thought you were a ghost in that one. I didn't realize it was. That's the issue when you don't understand anything. When you're, I was gonna say that's the issue when you don't know the fandom, but maybe it's just the issue when you're dumb like Penny. Okay. Let me see if I can get that up real quick and show it off. I don't. But I mean, if to a plebeian like me, right? You would just assume that's a ghost. I thought. I guess I'm going to assume it's actually it's very accurate to what it is. I just don't recognize it. Here we go. It's the TF2 spy and I'm sorry. Was it CS Tarot? CS Tarot. I don't know what it is. Is it a game? Ito. Look, you show your mask together. You all look so good. The gun actually looks really good. There's a lot of detail going into that gun. Is it custom or is it just a gun that you've gotten from somewhere? Ito. Okay, I've got a bit distracted. I actually wanted to introduce Chimpanzee a bit. This is Chimpanzee. Chimpanzee, also an amazing streamer. Ito. If I can shout them out correctly. Chimpanzee with an underscore because somebody took the original chimpanzee from them. There we go. The naked on my put on a hoodie. How dare you be nude on my stream? Yeah, but Chimpanzee, please go check him out. And also, Chimpanzee, if and when, hopefully when I get enough together to afford a proper PC setup and also a desk. Yes, I'm deskless. Chimpanzee is the person I'm going to entrust to help me build a PC because I don't know how to build a PC. I don't want to learn how to build a PC because I'm probably gonna set it on fire. So Chimpanzee is gonna be the person that will help me build out a PC and get all the fixins and do all the things that I need to do, which is nothing. Just watch Chimpanzee build it. The one with the gun makes me think of a British person. What do you mean? What do you mean, British person? Hello, Kaplaman. Hello. I'm so glad to stream at this time because I get to see all you guys that I don't normally see at my usual streaming times. I'm gonna have to sue the sun. Why do I have a cold on a hot kind? Heat can also make you sick. If you get too hot, your body is like, whoa, that's too hot. I guess it's time to be sick. You don't need to be. It's a myth that only cold gets you sick. It's the extremes that get you sick. You go too hot, you go too cold, you're gonna get a little bit of sickness. But how you doing, Koplaman? How are you doing today? Ito. But yes, super cool cosplay from Mark. Please go check out the Discord where they've posted more cool cosplay pics of other people. And a cosplay is amazing. Your cosplays are amazing. And again, did you make the gun or did you get it from someone? Because the gun actually looks really really detailed. It looks really good. I wish I could show off my cosplay photos, but I'm a bit too shy for that. So you're not gonna get any cosplay out of me. There was once an Instagram account that had all my cosplay photos and even my face, but that's gone now. Gun from random store, $4. It looks really good for a gun that's only $4. I'm going to assume a toy gun, right? It's a toy gun, right? You've not gone for realism. You can't get a gun for $4. You can't get a real gun for $4, I think, unless you're American. But yeah, conventions are really really fun. And if you wanna go, you wanna try cosplay, like Sumigi, if you wanna try cosplaying, please go try it out. Figure out if you're somebody who likes to make cosplays or if you prefer to get it from somewhere. Both are equally valid. It's made from wood. Okay, I see. Oh, is it you know those? I don't know if you guys have these rubber band guns. They have these rubber band guns that fire rubber bands out at people. Mark's the one with the gun. Yeah, Mark's the cool guy with the gun. Who I thought was a ghost, but it's not actually a ghost. It's because I don't know what CS Terror looks like. But it's cool that you found the TF2 spy, and you're both masked buddies with one another. And I hope you do more cosplay. And if you do more cosplay, Mark, please post more pictures up in the chat so I can see. I don't know if you want me to rate all of them. I don't think I can because they all look really really good. I would say my favorite one is probably the Kindred and Wolf. And maybe the Ada Wong one. The Ada Wong one is really really clean. But maybe that's cause it's a bit simpler. So okay, they're all really good. They're all actually really really good. In 3 days I took 300 photos. I expect 300 photos in that group. But also anybody else who does cosplay or who just wants to show off your friends' cool cosplays, please post them up. I love seeing them. And we can talk about cosplay in chat. How much storage do you have left? was it a phone camera? Or did you get like a fancy SD? I don't know cameras either. Somebody's gonna have to help me build out the camera. I photo all the furries and the cute girls as they deserve to be photoed. Well, respectfully, of course. Always ask a cosplayer if you can take a photo of them before you take a photo of them, just to give them some notice. If you're really shy, just know that it's better to still ask them. You can take pictures from a distance, but cosplayers prefer knowing when they are getting a photo taken of them. I speak as if I've been in the cosplay industry very, very long, but I'm not. I've only been in it for about a year and a half. And I spend most of the time just trying to get cosplays ready than I do actual cosplaying. It's a lot of effort to get things done, especially because I get distracted super, super often. So I end up not doing the work that I'm meant to do. I did all the photos with my phone. That doesn't mean you're not a photographer. There are some amazing stuff you can do with the phone nowadays. Don't you see all those people on the TikToks? The TikToks and the Instagrams and all the amazing photos that they're taking with just a phone. I don't know how they do it. It makes me jealous. What about the strong men? A spy's a well, I was gonna say spy's a strong man. They're not really a strong man. The furry biker seems pretty strong. And you know what? I would trust whoever's in that Kindred cosplay to be able to lift me up one-handed. But then again, that's not a hard feat, to be honest. I'm tiny, so people. Well, I don't know. It's probably still a workout. I don't wanna give myself too much credit and say I'll be carried by everybody. It's probably a little bit of a workout. I'm not that small. I'm not tiny. I'm not tiny like all the femboys that are on this platform. Them and their smallness. What are they doing here? Children, I tell you, all of them. I got banned in TikTok because I said tissue. Oh. I'm sorry, you're also facing tiki-talkie bans, like the PayPal bans. There were none from a country full of tweaks and fanboys. Are you drowning? Are you drowning in fanboys? Is that a nice thing? Do I want to drown in fanboys? I need to think about it. Maybe. The answer is maybe. There's no, the answer is not no. The answer is maybe. I don't care to like TikToky that much. Yeah. I kind of wonder what's the next big thing in terms of social media. Because it used to be Facebook, and then Twitter, and then Instagram, and then Vine, and then now it's the TikTokies. Who knows what's coming next? I don't think we're gonna stick with one for forever. There will be changes, so on and so forth. Oop! Accidentally pulled the string. Wow! Off to the side you go. It's hard keeping up with all of them, especially if you are a streamer and you want to keep up your social media. You gotta spend at least like a few hours just doing stuff. Sounds like a gap in the market. Time to bring a strongman in. Chimpanzee, are you going to lead the charge? Hello again, Meteorite. Hello, Meteor, and hello, Mark. I must say hello to Mark as well. Hello, Mark. Meteorite? No, Chimpanzee. Sure, why not? Meteorite and Chimpanzee can lead the charge in on strongman cosplayers. Can the strongman cosplayers please build my PC? I need them to do all the heavy lifting and all the programming and all the stuff. Hello, Spacey. Yes. Have you eat? I said in an hour. It's not been an hour yet. It's 22 more minutes. 22 more minutes and I'll go and eat. There's food waiting for me outside. I promise. I will eat soon. I set the timer on the stream for 2 hours at least, so I could chat with you guys for 2 hours before I would have to go and replenish my nutrients. I was in a YouTube shop once and it became brain rotted. I went to TikTok but banned. I went to Instagram, but we didn't really stick to one thing just forever. Yeah. I've got my food, so I'm eating. That's good. What did you get? What you get, Spacey? Soon trademark. Soon trademark. I will go and fill my body with noodles. I will empty noodles down into my gullet. And I will eat. 30 minutes left in the stream. Roughly 20 minutes. Roughly 20-ish minutes. Cause we did start a little bit late. Oh no, don't spam food emotes. I'll get hungry. I don't go anywhere but Twitch when I want to watch people stream. And I'm very glad that all of you, and you, especially you, Cookie, have come and found me. Because I'm really happy to spend time and just chatter on with you guys. It's weird, isn't it? When I first became a streamer, I was a bit wary about just chatting streams because I was worried that I wouldn't be able to fill up the time with chatter and topics and all of that because I'm very bad at talking to people except when it comes to nerd stuff. But you guys are really interesting, so I don't actually have to do much compliment. No, not the food. We have a lot of topics. It's because of you guys. You guys are really interesting. You got interesting lives. You got interesting photos. I don't have to do much. I just gotta listen to you guys and talk to you guys about the stuff that you do. Oh, speaking of photos, by the way, I don't know, Spacey, if you're ever gonna send the forest photos that you took to the main Discord. But if you do, they are amazing. And honestly, I'm gonna steal a bit of that idea for my D&D campaign. They're going now into the forest. And I can't wait to scare them with all of the creepy things that the forest can provide. Oh, thank you, Cookie. That's very sweet. I hope I am at least to you guys. I also wanted to ask, since there's a few of you here right now, what scares you about the forest or the jungle or the trees or Ramiro? No, I'll get even hungrier. Oh, those noodles do look good even in emote form. I might steal your idea of lining things in red. I'm not gonna take your photos, but I'm gonna find another forest photo and put it under a red light to put onto a screen somewhere. But yeah, I think I speak for everything. The fear of the unknown is the greatest above all. Give me a little bit more, Cookie. Let's dive in. Like specifically in a forest, is it the darkness that's unknown, or a sound that comes out that you don't know where it comes from? Because my players, my horror campaign right now, they're entering the forest. They're on the beach right now. They're going to enter the forest to look for civilization. Halfway through, they're gonna find a baby, an actual living baby. But before then, I want to incite a bit of fear in them. Like, what is scary about being lost in the jungle? If it's a dark forest where you can barely see anything, you only hear sounds around you. Oh, that gives me an idea. Maybe, maybe I lower the lights of the room and I play jungle sounds and I don't let them see much of what's ahead. That's not a bad idea, Cookie. The forest feels claustrophobic. The room's pretty small, but I wonder if I could make that feeling of claustrophobia if I hang up dark things everywhere and maybe put a bit of trees and bushes here and there. That's not a bad idea, Cookie. Ooh. Tall grass scares me. Screen always turns black when I walk into the tall grass. Ah, how do I do tall grass? I could do it on the board. I could I could give them texture. I could give them texture. We do have these little boards that have a grassy texture on them that I can put down. Ooh, that's actually, I like that meteorite. Hang on, the scary part is going to die of hunger, no water, or some random infection. That will always come into play, but that's gonna be a resource. But unfortunately, very good idea, Mark. They're not gonna spend too much time in the jungle, I think. So I don't think they will have time to be hungry. Having no way to avoid it. I do like the resource grind though. I might put that in somewhere, but it was gonna take a bit of time. Spiders and snakes, because I'm in Australia, everything wants to kill me. It's just other people might be there. Oh yes, the sound of footsteps of other people. I think I'm gonna have them be stalked a little bit before they find the little baby in the forest. A shoebill call. What's a shoebill call sound like? Let's look this up. Shoebill call. Shoebill machine gun noises. Wait. I'm gonna pause the music. I'm gonna bring up the sound so we can hear.
They do this bill clacking, so they kind of shake the bottom and the top of their beak or their bill backwards and forth at different speeds, and it kind of clacks together, and that's how you get this kind of amazing machine gun type noise. And it's not fully understood about why they do it, but it seems to be used as part of a greeting to other shoe bills and part of their mating.
We're gonna learn a bit about shoe bills. Also, it's just a really scary looking bird. That's not bad. I like the whining sound it makes though. The weird gasp. Oops, sorry. Music's a bit loud. The weird gasp it makes when it does the sound. Living dinosaur. It's not a bad sound. I think I might play it. Yeah, I will play it. So okay. Let me summarize the stuff that you guys have said so far that I think I can use. So you mentioned the tall grass. I have grass textured boards. It's not going to be tall, but it is going to be it is going to provide them some form of texture, I think. Whoops. Also, the claustrophobia, I can recreate that by lowering the lights of the room and adding more darkness to the corners of the room so that it does feel, darker. It feels like you're being closed in upon. You hear that sound, but it's echoey and deeper and sounds further and slower. Ooh. Look at the game Silent Breath. That's the most primal fear in the forest. Ooh, I should check that out later on. But what are some of the things right here, right now, that you would take away from Silent Breath? That you would be able to put into a physical setting. There's gonna be baby sounds, of course, because they're supposed to find this crying baby, and whether they save the baby or not is up to them. There are monsters in the forest. Actually, guys. I was thinking of having a horse. Because the book that I'm drawing it from has a very specific thing about horses and how they are sort of the animals of the land are all mutated by um by the things by just the land itself. And I want to have them see the silhouette of a horse because I think horses, they're very nice creatures, but when a horse is scary, it's really scary because their faces are just so long and their eyes are so weird. And I just want to have the picture of a horse if I can find one, non-AI generated, because screw AI. Then I'm just gonna have that picture of that horse staring at them from the darkness. Do the long neck horse like a creepypasta. Ooh, I don't want to make it too unsettling yet, so I think it will be a somewhat normalish horse at first, but the long neck could definitely come into play later on. I wish I had a projector, and actually maybe I can find a projector. The studio I work at might have a projector I can use to project some images, but much spacey. They could also find a creepy statue or something in the forest. The book has it so that when they find the baby, it's surrounded by 5 stones. I could turn that into statues, like weeping angels, but they're just not gonna do anything. A lot of the time, horror comes from things not happening because you build anticipation for when something does happen. If a monster comes at me from darkness, I'm gonna punch in the face, no enhancer, spells, just raw strength. I'm no coward. The long horse creepypasta creeped me out. Horses are such scary animals when they want to be. It's cause they got teeth and they have like vaguely human eyes, but they're at odd angles. They can also be some of the goofiest creatures out there. Let me look at the horse creepypasta again, just so I can see what it looks like. It's actually not that creepy to me. I can see it being creepy, but I think when you can't see the whole neck, it's creepier. There's the ones of horses smiling, which is usually quite unsettling. I should gather a bunch of these photos, and later on, if I can find a projector, in the studio, I will project it out so that everybody can see what it looks like. Sorry, I'm missing messages. I thought the longhorse is friendly, isn't it? It might be. I'm a horror artist, so most things don't scare me. I know it just scares people. That's good. Oh, Cookie. I wish I could commission you for scary drawings. Or are you a horror artist like sculpting? I just looked at it. It's friendly. Oh, okay. This horse that they're gonna find in the woods is not gonna be so friendly, unfortunately. I can't wait. You've given me a bunch of good suggestions. If you have more suggestions, feel free to let me know in the Discord or post them up anywhere. Just let me know. Tanny, here's a scary suggestion for you to scare your players. Or if you got any like D&D tips. I'm always open to learning more. What about sanity bar they need to maintain? It's in D&D, so I don't think I'll give them that resource. The sanity will be their own actual sanity. I'm a horror artist who draws and takes pictures. Please show off more of your pictures in the Discord. The lower and more dangerous and more scary monsters. Maybe it'll be my sanity bar. It'll be my sanity bar. Hello, serial designation. Hello. Welcome to the bunker. Thank you so much for following. As always, I'm Tenny, your D&D loving. We've hit 340 followers. Yay! Hello, Cyril. How are you? We are just chatting about how I can make my D&D scarier for everyone. A long horse is a spooky monster created by artist Trevor Henderson. Shout out to Trevor Henderson. Horse skull for a head and a neck that can stretch on forever. Oh, it's a good creature though. It visits humans in their dream to warn them about bad disasters. Aww. It's like, is it Absol from Pokemon where it just warns people about things? Hello. But hello, Serial. Are you a nerd like all of us? Are you a D&D nerd? Or are you into the cute plushies? What do you like? Tell me all. Ito. Uh, I want to hang stuff from the ceiling, but the room I'm in doesn't really allow it because it's too high up and I'm too short. And even with the ladder, I can't really reach the ceiling very well. So fingers crossed. There are a couple of rooms in the place that I run D&D at. Some of the rooms are really great for hanging things down off. The room I'm in is unfortunately a bit small. So there's not a lot of places you can hang things down from. And probably it's not safe. Not safe in that room. Just because if I'm alone trying to hang things up, I might fall down and not get up again. Uh Fingers crossed that somehow another room becomes available and we can do the scary. I'm just here because I saw you streaming. Oh, come in, Serial. We're just chatting today, I'll be honest. We're also going to end pretty soon. I want to do 2 hours of just chatting with you guys. But to give you all a quick introduction, I'm Tenny, your alien from the post-apocalypse. I love D&D, plushie making, and doing all things nerdy. And sometimes we play games, and once in a while we do board games on this channel. At least I'm hoping to. And I'm hoping to play more D&D with everyone. Google is asking if I want to know what treats the long horse likes to eat. Yeah. What kind of treats do long horse want to eat? What kind of treats do you give to the long horse? For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Google long horse. You're not gonna have any nightmares. Do you draw? I do. I do draw a little bit. Not as often as I like. I do want to bring back all the things to the channel: drawing, gaming. I went on a little bit of a hiatus about a while back, so I'm still getting back into the swing of things. Thank you so much for being really patient with me, guys. Things are gonna happen. Things are gonna come back as they are. But yeah, give me a bit of time. Give me a bit of time while I figure out my living situation right now. And try to just get a desk. I really right now I'm focused on two things: getting a desk and getting a proper setup so I can stream properly. Yes, I'm deskless. I'm deskless right now. I'm on the floor. I'm on the floor just chatting with all you guys. So these are all coveted floor streams. But how are you doing today, Serial? Do you like D&D? Or do you like drawing more of? Gonna find all the horror pics I can share. Oh, please do share them in Discord. As always, maybe spoiler them just to be safe in case anybody doesn't like horror pics. But if you label it properly, there should be no problem. Yes, please consider joining the Discord if you like. We're still trying to build up a community over there. I like drawing in D&D. Then you've come to the right place, cause I love talking about mostly D&D. Half my streams are talking about D&D. It's a real problem. I really should diversify and have more topics to talk about, but I don't. I'm obsessed with D&D. I'll be obsessed with D&D till the day I'm no longer able to DM for people. And I love hearing all your suggestions about how to up my D&D games and make them super super spooky or super super exciting or extra traumatic. Remember, my goal as a DM is always to traumatize you, but in a good way. Serial, unfortunately, you come and you roll a 7 as you are coming into the stream, hoping to find a streamer that was drawing. You unfortunately just found Tenny. But lucky number 7s, Tenny likes D&D, and one day they will draw again. Eto, not a bad roll. Depending on the difficulty class, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Eto. Okay. So, I do feel my voice going a bit, and I did say I would be streaming for 2 hours today, which we did do, and I'm so sorry, Serial, that you're coming in right as we are starting to wrap up, but it's so good to have you here, and I hope to see you in future streams. I hope to see all of you guys in future streams, because it's really fun talking to all of you, and when I get to actually do more stuff. Like I said, Wednesday streams are going to be probably at this timing now, because I'm shifting my schedule around so I can do more D&D off stream for people. Oh damn! He has sent me the bite force of, I presume, the long horse, the strongest Trevor Henderson creature. is the behemoth. Oh, we're just on the Trevor Henderson Bill binge. Thank you for the information, Yeet. Ito. And thank you for the pat cereal. It's really nice. Ito. But yeah, I'm shifting stuff around so I can do more D&D in my off time. Like I said, I'm a professional DM, so that is my primary side gig at this point, primary work, since I don't do anything else except D&D and stream, and so but I want to do more just so I can save up more for like I said, the future setup of having a proper PC so that I can stop streaming to you guys from the floor and play more games with people, because trying to play games with people on this laptop is really bad. The laptop crashes half the time. And though we embrace the scuff, I would very much like to be less scuffed for all you guys. Okay, let's start looking at people to raid out to. Who should we raid out to? I get your laptop issues. You are my fellow potato. Does horror count as not safe for work? I say to be safe. Spoiler it. So you can put it in safe for work, but put a spoiler on it. Unless it's body horror, then body horror move it to not safe for work. You know, anything with like gore, put it in not safe for work. If it's just scary, just make sure you put a spoiler on it so people don't immediately see it. Just in case, you know, I don't want anyone to get scared. Okay. Who should we rate today? My eyes are immediately drawn to someone called Ruathon. I'm Roulette. They look really cute. They have ADHD, which I think we all can relate to. Is there anybody that I'm following that's up today? Jiggy's up and I'm not doing his plushie today. Wah. That's not nice. I mean, it's my fault, but still. Cronies, Subathon, Symbol is around doing golf, Megalodon. Hello, Spacey. We're wrapping up, Spacey. We're wrapping up. What about a completely normal person with an upside down face? That's not bad. I think I'm gonna use it for when they meet people. Just trying to figure out who we should rate right now. There's a yandere. Do you guys want to see a yandere? Jiggy's on, but I'm not doing his plushie today, and I really want to raid him only when I'm doing his plushie. There's a lot of cool VTubers up today. I don't really know who to raid. Dinosaur horror is scary to me, especially a story set in modern age. Oh, you need to play D&D in Chult where there's zombie dinosaurs. Zombie dinosaurs are where it's at. Raid Coco. Who's Coco? I need the full names. I'm just looking at a bunch of people though. A lot of VTubers. Coco Bun. Let's see. Coco Bun. Hang on. Coco Bun. Coco Bun VT? Is that the one? Ito. Oh, it could be the last partner push. Okay. They're like a cute little femboy VTuber with like the pacifier rave thing. Yeah, let's rate Kokoban. Let's rate Kokoban since thank you for the suggestions or wanting to offer suggestions. I'll just rate this Kokoban. They look cute. The drawing. What's our rate message? I don't really do rate messages much. Have a pleasant day. Let's just wish them a pleasant day. I'm really bad at rate messages, guys. One day I'll get better at them, but today is not that day, not in the slightest. But it was really fun chatting with all you guys. We will lick you. Please don't lick the femboy. Please do not lick the femboy. But stick around in the stream for at least a minute or so. Say hello and have a mighty good day with all of you guys. I'll see you guys again on the weekend. Have you watched Primal? I have. It was really good. You can't tell me what to do. You better have a good day, or else I'm gonna come there and I'm gonna make sure you have a good day. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care of yourselves now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.